heading now to Vernazza. Wherever the heck's not here. Yeah, so far we don't like Corniglia very much. A lot of trouble here. Well, yeah, we're back on the trail again. So yeah, when we were in town, I was trying to change the battery in my GoPro. Ended up hurting my finger. I had to go get a needle from someone so that I could relieve the pressure on it. Overall, we were just happy we're leaving.
In reality, I spoke too soon, because right as we were about to leave the city, we remembered that after Corniglia, the blue trail opens up again, and that means that we need a ticket to be on it. So that meant that we had to backtrack all the way back to the city and get one of the tickets for the trail. The only problem with this is that we were in the one city, Corniglia, that doesn't have the train station in the center of the city. The train station is over half a mile away and down 60 flights of stairs. So that's what we're doing right here, is we're going all the way down the stairs, going to that point all the way at the end over there of the railroad tracks to get the ticket. This was just one more reason why we ended up hating Corniglia. We've got nothing against the city personally. It's just on that particular day, that city brought nothing but trouble. Oh, and the best part of the story, when we got all the way down there, the person at the desk told us that the trail after Corniglia isn't officially open, so we didn't need a ticket to go on it. Needless to say, we did the only good thing a hiker could do in this situation. We took the bus back to Corniglia. After that, we were finally out of Corniglia and back on the trail. This is the time lapse I took of the journey to Vernazza. It really shows all the different biomes that you get to traverse across when you're on the Cinque Terre. We went from a forest to this seaside walk right here to even like almost a grassland kind of feel. These trails were not easy trails. They were usually very narrow, always going up or down, and didn't really seem to be maintenance that often.
Over there is Corniglia, where we were just the place that we didn't like very much. That's over there. Way in the distance on the hill, all the way in the end. That's the church. You can see it, maybe not. That's where we started to. Alright. We're in the kingfish. Yeah, so it's amazing how far you can walk when you're just taking it one step at a time. And then you look back and realize you've gone nearly an entire mountain over.
After hiking a little further, we once again found ourselves in a little village that wasn't even on our map. Regardless, it was a welcome sight because we were running low on water and supplies, and it was a great place to stock up. This little cafe actually had a sign on the outside that said halfway, which meant that at this point here we were halfway to Vernazza.
Quanto costa per l'acqua?
L'acqua €2 grande.
2? Sì.
Fresca.
Oh, sì, grazie.
Unknown to me, I was making a huge mistake by grabbing that water. Turns out that water was actually frizzante water, which means bubbly or sparkling water. Not exactly what I wanted on the hike. Funny story with this water. I didn't realize that this was frizzante water until I opened it. The entire time I thought it was just normal old l'acqua naturale. So I carried this thing on my back for maybe the next hour and a half without opening it, shaking it up the entire time. So when I finished my other 2 or 3 waters that I had on me, and I finally opened up this water, it had been shaking up for an hour and a half. So as I opened it, it sprayed everywhere. There was this poor Japanese couple next to us that got just drenched in this water. So, if you were hiking the Cinque Terre and you were of Japanese descent, and you remember a tall white guy spraying water on you, that'd be me. Sorry about that. After leaving the little village, we continued on our path to Vernazza. You can tell that we are now on the blue path with the increased number of people that we kept running into. This actually admittedly got a little annoying as we kept having to stop to let people by us.
Hi.
This part of the trail was actually very nice because around this point in the day, the temperatures were a lot higher than they were in the morning, so the breeze was very welcomed as we were starting to sweat pretty badly. After a while, we started to descend from the mountain and finally saw Vernazza in the distance.
I don't know what it means.
One of the things you just couldn't beat by being on the trail was the absolute gorgeous views you got of the cities from a distance. After another long hike, we finally ended up in the city of Vernazza, the fourth of the Cinque Terres. From here, we just had to take one more trail over to Monte Rosso, our final destination. But first, we needed to stop off at the train station here and pick up the ticket to get on the Blue Trail.
Left. We gotta go down to the city. Take a picture of the California. Oh, America flag too. Vernazza has really a big taste of freedom.
Even though we were only in Vernazza for a very short time,
How do we get
it actually
across?
ended up being one of my favorite cities of the day. The reason being is that it almost seemed like it was out of a video game. There was just so much energy and color in the city that I absolutely loved.
Mm-hmm. So do you think we can just buy the ticket up here, this station?
After we made it to the train station, we quickly found the tourist office, headed in there, and picked up a couple of tickets to give us passage on the Blue Trail.
Hi. Can we buy passes to the passes for
Cinque Terre passes.
Yeah, so Cinque Terre.
Train and walk.
Just a walk from here to
Monte Rosso.
yeah, Monte Rosso.
Okay, it's $7.50 each.
Okay.
After picking up our tickets, we did a quick supply check and then headed out on our final trail of the day. The trail that would take us to Monte Rosso al Mare, the final city of the Cinque Terre.
Like to go for